Lecture video will be about the group 1A elements. S block elements. The elements in which S subshell orbital is the valence shell is known as S block elements. The S block elements are present at the extreme left of the periodic table, while at the extreme right there is P block, and in between S and P there is D block. It will consist of two groups, group 1A that is known as alkali metal and group 2A that is known as alkaline earth metals. Now S block will have two groups, group 1A and 2A. Which one is more reactive? Group 1A will have one outer electron in their S orbital, so they will more reactive, as compared to group 2A that will have two outer electrons in their S subshell. So the reactivity of group 1A will be more as compared to group 2A. Group 1A elements. These elements are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. These are known as alkali metal because they form oxides and hydroxide, and when these oxide and hydroxide combine with water, it will produce alkaline solution, which means the oxide and hydroxides are alkaline. Here are some information given for this group. The travel name is alkali metals. Name by element is lithium group. This group is known as lithium group. And IUPAC group number is 1A. Electronic configuration of group 1A. If we look at the electronic configuration of this group, each will have S1, one electron in the S orbital. So lithium will have 2S1, 3S1 for sodium and so on. Here it is the combined form of the electronic configuration. 1s2 is the electronic configuration of helium. So 1s2 will be replaced as helium and 2s1 will be written as such. Here 1s2, 2s2 and 2p6 is the electronic configuration of neon, the inert element, and 3s1 will be written as such. Similarly for potassium, up to 3p6 it is equal to argon, electronic configuration of argon, and 4s1 will be written as such. In case of rubidium, krypton 4s1, 5s1, cesium, xenon 6s1, and in case of francium, radon 7s1. So it is the combined form of the electronic configuration of group 1A. Periodic trend. What are the periodic trend? These are the specific pattern in the periodic table that will illustrate different aspects of the element, including its size and its electronic properties. So we will study the electronic property, its size, how they are related to each other, how it will be changing with respect to size, with respect to electronic properties. So these specific patterns are known as periodic trends. It will include trend in atomic radius, electronegativity, ionization energy, etc. Trend in atomic radius. As moving in group from lithium to cesium, an extra shell of the electron is added to the next element. So lithium will have 2 shells, sodium will have 3, potassium 4, rubidium 5, and cesium will have 6 shells. So the addition of extra shell to the next element down the group will increase its size from lithium to cesium. Electronic radii in picometer is given in the table. 152 for sodium, 152 for lithium, 186 for sodium, 227, 247, 265 are for potassium, rubidium and cesium respectively. So their trend is cesium will have more atomic radii as compared to rubidium, and it will have more than potassium. Potassium will have more radius than sodium, and the lithium is present at the lowest point. Second trend is in first ionization energy. What is mean by ionization energy? It is the minimum energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron of an isolated gaseous atom, positive ion or molecule. So when the energy is given to the gaseous atom, ion or molecule, it will lost most loosely bound electron. The energy is known as ionization energy that is used to ionize a gaseous atom, positive ion or molecule. Remember, these all species will be present in gaseous form. So moving in group from lithium to cesium, the ionization energy decreases due to the addition of extra shells from lithium to cesium. So lithium to cesium, the ionization energy will decrease. So the removal of electron will be easier for cesium as compared to lithium. Their values are also reported in table in unit of kilojoule per mole. 520 kilojoule per mole for lithium. Sodium will have 495 kilojoule per mole. 419 for potassium. Rubidium will have 409 kilojoule per mole, while 382 kilojoule per mole is for cesium. So the reason behind it is simple, that when we move from lithium to cesium down the group, the extra shell are being added up to the atom. So when the extra shell are being added, though the power of or the attraction of the nucleus on the electron will be decreased. So in case of lithium, the attraction of nucleus for the electron will be more. So it will tightly bound the electron and it will not lose the electron easily. While in case of cesium, as more shells are being added to the cesium, so the power or the attraction of the nucleus for the outermost electron will be less, so it will easily lose the electron, and lithium will not easily lose the electron. So the general trend will be lithium will have higher ionization energy and cesium will be present at the lowest. Third is trend in electronegativity. What is mean by electronegativity? It is the measure of an atom's ability to attract electron in a bond. So when a covalent bond is formed between two atoms and that they will share the electron pair, so there is a natural tendency of an atom to attract the electrons towards itself. So it is the property of an atom that how much it will attract the electron, the shear electron pair toward itself. Remember, in case of electronegativity, the two atom will share the electron, and then we will measure the electronegativity value. So one atom will attract the electron more than the other, and we can say then the atom which attract more the electron pair have higher electronegativity value as compared to the other. So group of 1A are metals and they are highly electropositive, so their electronegativity value are very low. So as we move from lithium to cesium, their electronegativity value will decrease in the same order. So lithium will have higher electronegativity value as compared to cesium. The reason behind it is the same, that the number of shells are increased when we move down the group. The number of shells are increased. So lithium will have less number of shell, so the nucleus of the lithium will have more attraction for the electrons that are shared, while the cesium will have more number of shells, so it is in expanded form, so the nucleus of the cesium will have less attraction for the electron that are shared between two atoms. So cesium will have lowest value, and the higher value for lithium. Their values are reported as 0.98 for lithium, 0.93 for sodium. Potassium and rubidium will have 0.82 up to 2 decimal places. Their value are same, and cesium will have 0.79. If we look at these value, 0.82 and 0.82, these both are the same value, but remember these are same up to 2 decimal places. From Pauling principle, these are same, may be measured from the other methods, they may have different values. So the reason behind it is that in moving group from top to down, from lithium to sodium and cesium, the size of the atom increases. And when we reach the potassium, there is abnormal change or abnormal increase in the size of potassium. So the number of inner electrons, or we can say the nuclear power of potassium and rubidium is same, because the size of the potassium will have abnormally high, and that will be equal to the rubidium. So they will have equal attraction for shear pair of electrons. So their value is reported as same, that is 0.82, up to 2 decimal places it is same. So lithium will have higher electronegativity value and cesium will have lower electronegativity value. Trend in melting and boiling points. The binding forces between the atom in a crystal lattice of these metals are relatively weak. So these metals are soft and possess low melting and boiling point that will decrease down in the group from lithium to cesium. So their melting and boiling point will decrease as we move down the group. It is shown in the table. 180 for lithium and the lowest is 28.4 for cesium, that is the trend for melting point. In case of boiling point, 1342 for lithium and 671 for cesium, which means that both melting and boiling point will decrease as we move down the group. So lithium will have higher melting and boiling point and cesium will have lower melting and boiling point. Trends in density. Density is defined as mass per unit volume of the substance. When the mass is increases, density will increase, and when the volume will increase, density will decrease. So mass will have direct relationship with density, while volume will have inverse relationship with density. In general, the alkali metal down the group, both the atomic size and atomic mass increases, but increase in atomic mass compensate the bigger atomic sizes. As a result, the density of the alkali metal increases as we move down the group. So it is shown in this figure. Lithium will have less density as compared to cesium, which means that the density will increase as we move down the group. Also, density is measured at 20 degrees C in terms of gram per cm cube. 0.534 for lithium, 0.971 for sodium, 0.862 for potassium, 1.532 and 1.873 for rubidium and cesium. If we look at these values, density will increase as we move from lithium to cesium, except at the point of potassium. Potassium will have lower density as compared to sodium, although it will have higher density, but it will have lower density as compared to sodium. This is probably due to the unusual increase in the atomic size of the potassium. We know that when we move from lithium to cesium, the size of the atom increases, but when we reach at the potassium, the more space will be occupied by the potassium, which means that it will show some unusual behavior in terms of its volume. So more space will be occupied, so its volume will increase unusually, and when volume will increase, the density will decrease. So that's why the potassium density is less as compared to sodium. So its trend is lithium will have higher density and cesium will have lithium will have lower density and cesium will have higher density. But in case of potassium, the density of sodium will be higher than potassium, and potassium density will be less than the rubidium. So here the sign will be different for potassium.